We're on the way home, homie, 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 on the way home, homie, 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 well, we're on the way home, homie, 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 on the way. Oh, there was a goose. I almost got his goose. Really, you're gonna cross the street, like on the inside of a corner like that, goose man? No wonder he's dead. Hey, good late afternoon. Is it evening yet? I mean, the sun's not going down. That's kind of weird. Yeah, when it's summertime and it's past 5 o'clock, but it's still like an hour away from sundown. Is it the evening? Did you announce Death of the Morning Rangoon yet? I did mention it on my live earlier. I said I wasn't sure if Charles was gonna be joining us ever again, or if he just needed some time off. So, I mean, is it dead? Is it completely dead now? I don't know. Is that what we're saying? Zitano. Over, Mac. I quit forever. You quit forever. Why? Because I went this morning. It was a good idea. Oh well. Good morning, no news. I guess I just annoyed everybody. Haha, I don't know. I know nobody's here. I'm still going. Tired of the start and stop. Can I say it now without it again? Jim cursed my life. He's like tired of the start and stop, and it's start and stopped like 9 times already. Nah, I'm still here. I get it. I know. It's hard to manage a group of people and satisfy everyone's needs, and it's hard to manage a group of people. I'm going to repeat myself because I keep starting and stopping. I'm not sure if you're coming back, Jim, but yeah, it's hard to manage a bunch of people. It's hard to please everybody and keep everyone placated and satisfied. Fuck internet. Oh, hey, there's 9 people here now? How? We just keep disconnecting. I don't understand how more people showed up. Hi everyone. Hi, it's Luke. Yeah. Although I did gain a follower today. Thanks, the final boss. Yeah, so herding a bunch of cats is tough. Are we saying these people are cats? The group is a bunch of cats? Not cool cats, obviously. We're the cool cats, me and you, Jim. I guess that's just. But again, it's like that commitment thing. Although you've had these discussions with me about, hey, if you want to do stuff, you gotta fucking just do it, and it really did connect with me, you know. But I'm a different sport. I'm a different person than a lot of other people, and I agree with that. You know, I mean. Yeah, I had to like literally tell my wife that like if I don't express myself, I will fucking probably go psycho, you know. And yeah, I'm a bit of high maintenance like that. That's just me, you know. In that way, and if I'm mentally happy, then everyone else is happy. Do you want me to drag the entire family and world down like an anchor? Then let me do my shit, you know. That's you know. But yeah. Trying to get everyone to commit, everyone to show up, everyone to take part, everyone to put a little work in. It's hard. I get it. It's just like a band. The bands are the same fucking thing, you know. And then people think that because, well, I'm talented and I show every time we do a show, I show up, or every time we, you know, I'm bouncing between metaphors here, but every time we have rehearsal, I know what I'm doing, or every time we do a show, I bring it. Okay, but it's more than just that, and it's hard to get people to understand that, you know, and that's why no one tries anything on their own. Hello, you Jamo Toms. Hi, you. I don't know if that person's still here about the lawsuit and about Shuli's lawsuit. I mean, I could go into detail later on. I guess I could talk about that. But yeah, is it a prank? Maybe the lawsuit's just a prank. He's just trying to make people think that there's a lawsuit. I don't know. What do I think of it? I think it's stupid. I think that where the hell? Oh, it brought me this way. Okay, I was like, dude, where am I going? Like, how did I end up here? Where do we go from here? Yeah, it's either this is a giant prank or Shuli is a complete dumbass, which I'm not. Send Stone the link. I don't think I can send links to this. I can share a live with people. I don't know, how do I do that? I don't think I could do it right now. Well, no, I don't think you're gonna be seeing Stone. Rangoon is over. Stone should save it. Well, that's kind of the problem, though. Stone is one of the culprits of people that says, hey, I'm gonna do this, hey, I'm gonna join, hey, I'm gonna be there, hey, and then nothing for days. It's like they drop off the face of the earth. It's like now that we have social media and we can connect with people in an instant, people just don't connect. They're just, I don't know what it is, I don't know, it sucks, but it's not like I couldn't see it coming. If we're trying to have a group of like 5 people doing something and only 2 or 3 people are committing the time and, losing sleep and spending, sometimes a couple of hours working on, clips and things like that, it gets tiring to be those people. I agree, because I mean I was recording a voiceover in the car the other night for that gay promo that I made, literally, Pride Day promo. I don't even know if anyone else is here, but the Pride Day promo, and my wife was like, where the hell are you? What are you doing? And I was like, oh, I'm in the car recording a voiceover for something. And she kind of got mad. I was like, well, I'm not like hiding from you, but it's hard to do it. I don't want the AC in the background, and there's the dog, and then there's this. But also, I'm using this very, very gay voice to do things. So, and I don't want you to hear me do that, because, it's like, yeah, rest in peace. Just like Ski Mask. Ski Mask died, Rangoon died. Almost a year apart. That's weird. Isn't that weird? Did someone curse us? Are we just cursed ourselves? Perhaps. I feel like sometimes I'm a little cursed. It's like cursed with a penchant for acquiring knowledge that maybe I shouldn't have tried to acquire, because it just, it makes you very cynical. But also, you open up these doors in your mind and your spirit, and you're like, wow, I can see more things and I can feel more things than most people. But is that a good thing? Is it good? I don't know. Does this mean that I'm ready to ascend already? But I'm not ready to die, but I'm ready, I'm ready to go to another dimension. Come on, open up a portal already. What will become of Charles? We don't know. Well, Charles, his brother husbands will take care of him, I guess. I don't know. See, I don't know if like the Charles thing had something to do with Stone, because they used to do a show together, and then Stone wasn't showing up to that, and there was like a fight between Stone and Jim, even though they were using Jim's StreamYard still. I'm not 100% part of all that, so it's like, I don't know. I know some of the ins and outs, but not all of the ins and outs and outs and ins. So, I don't know. Hello, Ramen Abigail, Robert Abido. Yeah, I'm taking care of business here, I guess. Well, I guess we don't have to have that discussion we were gonna have, Jim. If I don't know if you're still there or whatever, but where we were gonna be like, what's everyone's goals for the shows and motivations, and what do you want to accomplish? And I guess no one wants to accomplish anything. Who knew so much drama could spawn from a 40-minute show? Well, it's not just a 40-minute show, though. You have to understand. Really, the Morning Rangoon was just trying to revive the old, well, they used to be called the Nothing Show way back in the day. And then it became, well, there was Geeks of the Round Table. Is that what it was? There was all these, Jim and Charles and Stone did shows together years ago. They met Lou the God, or Lou the Monster, whatever you want to call him. Through that stuff, they were doing shows all the time, back in the day. And then, I guess it died. And then the FGTZ thing started. Well, Jim started listening to In Hot Water somehow. And then fans of that all got together, and Jim's like, hey, I used to do podcasts, why don't we hook up, you guys could be on the podcast. And then it was Jim and Jerry Shepardini, Mr. A, Bradley Williams, Rusty, who might be Tomb, I'm not sure, Rusty, who was Miss Producer on the BYB show for a while, Avalancher, Bruce Avalancher. Who else was on FGTZ the early days? Toby, which I don't think that was his real name. I can't remember his real name right now. I do know it though. Anyway, they started doing shows, and then I got asked to be on their show because my band was on In Hot Water. They all hooked up through, like, I believe, Discord. Ugh. Yeah, see, this is what happens when people hook up through Discord. You know what I mean? And they were doing all right. They had people like Pat Dixon and Chrissy Mayer on their show. Gina was on the show. I started doing the show. Oh, Damien Rogers was part of it too, because Damien was a big O&A fan, big Tell 'Em Steve Day fan, and so was Jim. That's how they that's where they mostly connected. But Damien was doing clips of the Anthony Cumia show on his channel and getting a lot of viewers. We don't know if they were bought by Chrissy Mayer and Frank Pellegrino. And things were starting to pop. They met Ski Mask, and then Ski Mask was kind of a douche, because he can be. I mean, when you're drinking all the time, you kind of act like a douche. I started doing the show at some point, and I was like, hey, if I finally found a group, and then I was like, yeah, I want to work with Jim, and then, and then they all, and then I said, hey, I want to do a Star Trek show. This is where things took a turn, really. When we started doing Alpha Podrance, Jim that almost prompted Jim to bring back Lou and Charles into the fold. Stone was already back into the fold. He became part of the FGTZ crew. And that was kind of like a little bit of a troll thing that Jim kind of did to the other guys, because he knew that they were like kind of racist. On the bright side, did you load the truck so your bus doesn't have to come in early? Yeah, today I didn't, actually. The truck didn't show up. They got stuck at the bridge somewhere, and there was a rollover on the highway and whatever. I was waiting, but time's ticking, and I gotta close up. So hey, gotta leave. You listen to a lot there, the final boss. Hey, you listen to me more than my wife does. No. Anyway, yeah. So this drama has been going on for years now. You know what I mean? And it's like Jim has been trying to set the stage and have a place available for people to have fun. And it just certain dramas happened. Eventually, I stopped doing the shows. Oh, I did the Star Trek show with me, Jim, Charles, and Lou, and it was a fun time. And Bradley wanted to do the show, but Bradley was treated being an asshole to me, so I just didn't acknowledge him. I was like, fuck you. It's my show. I can have it who I want. Who knows? Maybe if I wasn't such a dick to Bradley, none of this would have happened. See? Maybe this is karma on me. Huh? Karmic on me. I don't know. And then they did a morning show for a while. Hey, you, whoever you are. It's morning so far. And then there was another morning show they did. They kept trying to do these shows. Some of the guys were like, oh, there's a Star Trek show on the channel now? That doesn't fit in with what we're doing. That's stupid. Even, whatever. Can't do multiple different shows? Hello? You have a show called Faggots. FGTZ Faggots. That's your bread and butter? Whatever. I always call myself, I'm half a faggot, because I wasn't all the way in that show. I'd show up every once in a while, but I was like, I didn't want to rock the boat. That was the whole thing. I didn't want to completely rock the boat. I was like, okay, I won't intrude on this, and I will do my own show. I will do a Star Trek show, which was really we did some kind of innovative stuff there. Before, we were taking pictures that were transparent and putting them in front of us, because with StreamYard, you didn't really have a bunch of different layers. You could just bring up a picture, but if it was mostly erased and you just had a thing, you positioned it correctly, you could do all kinds of stuff. Anyway, whatever. And integrating all kinds of different stuff into the shows, and I was just experimenting, really. And that's what these other people don't understand. They don't know how to experiment. They don't know how to mess around with things, and they just want to sit around and make the same freaking jokes over and over again. They want to reference shows that have been gone for 10 years. They want to and revive keywords and catchphrases that only the fans of these shows know. And it makes them laugh so hard. It's like a nostalgia thing. It's like you get stuck in the past of things you used to like, and that's all you can ever pull out of your mind. You can't create new stuff. Or if you do create new stuff, it's either a super racist joke or a super gay joke. And that's it. That's funny. That's what you consider funny, guys? I mean, anyway. And then Lou kind of pulled some shit, and then Derek pulled some shit. Well, Derek, got everyone to turn against Jim at one point, but part of it was because Jim and I started a show called Night Creeps, and it was just the two of us, and everyone else was all like, Jim's not doing a show with me, and it was like, whatever. What's this? Okay, so my wife's sending me something. See, no one else is here. I don't know. Is anyone else listening? Who cares? I'll just fucking say it all. And then, Lou ended up hooking up with Joey C, but he actually, that's right, at first, when BYB separated from FGTZ, and then we became Crab Nation, and then Crap Nation, then Crab Nation, I can't remember. And then eventually International Rangoon. See, Crab, Rangoon. Anyway. It's actually National Lampoon, International Rangoon, because we're international. We had an Australian. At least we did. We sort of did. And then the Teehee TV started, which was Lou, Stone, Charles, and Damien, and sometimes Jim. A lot of times Jim. And they would just review shows. And then it got into this thing where, Lou didn't want to do certain things and this and that. Whatever, those guys from Teehee TV should understand that, when you're trying to do a show, you're trying to set things up, and one guy doesn't want to do it all, it really throws a wrench into the thing. I mean, it happened to them. But whatever. I guess some people need something to happen to them 10 times in order for it to, click. Whatever. So yeah, It's just been, it's a group of people. A group of people that's trying to work together, but only a couple people are actually trying to work. That's, yeah. I just, oh well, it's all done. I had a feeling, it's like we're limping along, so I guess I'll just keep on doing a morning show by myself. Luke's Mad Mind coming every morning. Well, maybe not every morning. Maybe I'll do it every once in a while. Maybe I'll do it at night. That's the thing. Luke's Mad Mind in the evening. Luke's Mad Mind at midnight. Luke's Mad Mind whenever I feel like it. So, hit that notification bell. I go live whenever, so if you're around when I go live and you want to talk to me, you just put some comments in there. Okay? Yeah, right. Later. Maybe I'll see you soon-ish.